Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Today we speak pizza, we speak Kaizer cheese, we speak many things. But before we get to that, please subscribe to the channel, guys. You know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, tell your cousins, tell your friends, tell Amadlozi, tell the ancestors, tell everyone to subscribe to the channel. We keep moving, the channel keeps growing, and it's all thanks to each and every one of you. But yeah, let's get to it. I started this thing by saying Kaizer Chiefs needs Pitso Mosimane, but now a lot of you are like, but what? What do you want? What do you want to tell us? Tell us, man. We don't have all day. And yeah, so I'm gonna tell you. We need Kaizer Chiefs in many, we need Pitso Mosimane, sorry, in many avenues, right? Many avenues of our game. But the issue is management. I am going to start by saying this. Yeah? We saw Sundowns winning the African Football League. And as I watched that African Football League, I was like, let me start by saying this. I was supporting Sundowns because I'm a South African, first of all. So I wanted Sundowns to beat Iwadat, whatever that team's name is. I wanted Sundowns to beat them, and they beat them. But as soon as the final whistle blew and I knew Sundowns won, I was like, sis, these ones, why must they win everything? So you see, I'm like that. I'm like that. But yeah, at the same time, congrats to Sundowns. But I had this to say. When I saw the final whistle and I saw Sundowns pick up that trophy, the first thing that came to my mind is this. Kaizer Chiefs right now as a soccer team will never ever give us this trophy. That's 75 million. Will never give us African Champions League because they don't care about it and they are not building for it. Why do I say that? They say this trophy is going to happen again next year, but when it does happen next year and they increase the teams to 24 teams, let's ask ourselves, will Chiefs even be able to enter this competition when they can't even end up number 2 in the league? Will Chiefs be able to enter CAF Champions League? Will Chiefs be able to enter the AFL? Because let me tell you something, the AFL can't happen where they take legendary teams, like saying, oh, Chiefs was once a big team of Kaizer Chiefs, now they get to be put in the pool. No, that'll be unfair. If you finish high up in the log, you should get a chance to participate in the AFL. But if you don't finish high up in the log, why are you there? Because you want to get there just because you historically are a good team. Aye. If that was the case, then I guess Leeds United in England should always be in a European competition because they are historically a good team or something like that. That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. Chiefs won't make we won't see African success until management gets it right. And yeah, management right now has disappointed us in many ways. So with Pitso, I'm saying this. If Pitso comes, let's say Chiefs is talking to Pitso, Pitso comes to Kaizer Chiefs. What does Pitso have to do? Number one, he has to come with his technical team because Uskora Singanga is a useless fitness coach. Let me not say useless, but he's not good enough in my books. Abo Dylan Shepard still applying the same tactics that Molefe and them are applying with Kevin Johnson, still bad. Kevin Johnson must go back to development. I think that's where he'll be best. Those kind of things that need to be fixed. Number two, I will say this, a lot of you because it was the Soweto derby, a lot of you are taking the results and blaming Kevin Johnson so much. And I'll say this, I don't blame you guys for doing this because we are emotional, we want to win, etc. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, very honest. Amazulu right now is starting to play well. This is a coach, Amazulu's coach, Upalo or Martin or whatever his name is. This guy, when he started the season, they weren't winning, they were drawing. But when he started, you could see that he was trying to do something. But now, Abo Dion, Abo Quem, and all of them are scoring hat-tricks. Amazulu is starting to win, is starting to climb the log, etc. What am I trying to get at by adding this Amazulu thing? I'm trying to get at to say that, guys, a good team is not built in a day. You guys want to shaisa results, and that is the problem. That is why we find ourselves here. You guys want to bump into good results without good preparation. Why do I say this? Kevin Johnson cannot fix all of the issues. And even Pitso, if I bring Pitso today, if I bring Pep Guardiola today, they cannot fix the issues of Kaizer Chiefs that are there now. Why do I say that? Kevin Johnson has had the Chiefs job for like maybe 3 weeks or something like that. So in that 3 weeks, he has found himself. The first game we can't even count because he was a coach on Monday. Weekend is playing. How can we count the first game? The second game is Cape Town Spurs. There's all blockouts, etc. That is his second game. The third game is Soweto Derby. Do you understand that you guys are judging this guy by a tough patch? Number one, a job, you have to be a coach within days. Number two, you have to coach a team with a lockout and all drama happening. And also your team in the background is suspending youngsters that you may have wanted to use, like Abo Jansen, etc. Number three, you then have to face the Soweto Derby. Why do I say this? All of these things happen too quickly. Had we played a team like Sekhukhune this weekend, I think Kevin Johnson would have had a better chance. But he's doing makeshift things. Like he's trying to get the best out of a situation where he hasn't had a preseason. When I say this, preseason is important, which is why I was so disappointed when they gave Molefintsipki the job, because I always say this. A coach without a preseason, a lot of the times it gets judged unfairly. A preseason is very important. You get time to work in your system. Now what Kevin Johnson has to do, because what has Kevin Johnson been saying since he started? And this is going to apply to Pitso. When he started, he says, Chiefs players are rushing. They are not calm on the ball. They are rushing. They are not calm. They need to be more relaxed, more composed, etc. And he's like, he has to work on this. Why do I say this? When we watch Athazwane from last season, our team rushed. I can even tell you from the first game we played last season against Royal AM, where we lost 1-0. We were running like spitty headless chickens, like running for days. This season, Molefintsipki comes again. We run. When we run to the point where the boys in 20 minutes are tired, 30 minutes are tired, they start making mistakes. It's like if Chiefs doesn't score in the first 20 minutes, our game is done because the boys get tired. And that is what's happened. Kevin Johnson now has to take this thing out of their system of running here for no reason. And that is not going to be easy. And even if Pitso came, it was not going to be easy. Another problem that Pitso would have to face coming at two Chiefs is buying the right quality players. Right now, goalkeeping position is really not good. Right now, the right back position needs to be fixed. When I say fixed, I think Solomons needs to be our right back. The left back position is currently Dove. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but yeah, we have some issues here and there. But the biggest problem that I have with our current team right now is our attacking department. When I say attacking, I mean specifically the strikers. We have signed Ranga, we have signed Gonzalez, but the question is, are Gonzalez and Ranga players that can fit the style of play of Kaizer Chiefs? Because even when Athazwane kept telling us that he wants to have a striker who can hold up the ball, and I was like, but Arthur, which striker has Chiefs played with in the past years that plays that kind of football? Because we had strikers like about David Khatebe, Sean Bartlett, definitely not about Gonzalez kind of thing, Knowledge Musona, we had Maputi Kanyeza, Abonkata, we had running strikers, Mbesuma, running strikers, Max Mapunya. Like, we can go on for days. Our strikers weren't these scanzonzos that just hold off the ball and wait, etc. We had running strikers, and those running strikers were our best strikers. I'd even go as far back as even saying Ukezam Taung Jr. was a mobile striker. He was not a hold-up striker. So that's what I have to say about that. So we have issues there, guys, and we have to find a solution to this. Our solution, I have watched Gonzalez. What's my opinion on Gonzalez? Gonzalez is good, but is he good enough for Chiefs? I don't think so. But at the same time, but I said this from the beginning. I looked at Gonzalez's record and I was like, a 24-year-old, before he joined Chiefs, he had only played about 50 games in his whole career at 24. And then I said, this is me, not anyone else. I said, Where has this guy been his whole career? How come he only has 50 games in his career and he only started scoring last season? Like, what was he doing? Was he playing tennis? Was he playing basketball? Like, what was he doing? Because like I always say, Umdu Shabalala started playing in 2023, but Umdu Shabalala is almost at 50 games now. Umdu, he's almost at 50 games, but he only started playing properly. I know a lot of you are gonna count last season's one, like that last minute where they put him in and he scored his first goal. But I'm starting it from now when he started playing decently. Well, a lot of games. 2023 he started playing. But Umdu has almost got I even went back and looked it up. Mdu Shabalala has now played 33 games, whether being a substitute or whatever. Mdu Shabalala from today has played about 33 professional games. But Gonzalez had only played 50 games when Chiefs signed him. So already you can tell Guti, Chiefs signed a weak striker who only scored now, and where was he all this time? And that's my problem. We want to bump into good strikers. For example, Sundowns bought Shalulile. Shalulile was scoring goals for days for Highland Park. It's not like he started scoring now. Ribeiro was scoring goals in Belgium. All of these guys were doing something. Allende was a national team player for Chile, a big country. So that's what we have to deal with and what Pitso has to deal with. Pitso has to deal with a team that doesn't have the right kind of players. And he has a team that management think they know everything. And on top of that, I was watching the Sundowns team and I was like, yo, have you guys seen how many coaches Sundowns has in that team? It's like crazy, guys. We cry for a striker coach. We come here each and every day and we cry for a striker coach. Do you know Rulani's technical team has about 20 people or so? Like, Tina, our technical team from last season, it was Molefe Nseki, it was Arthur Zwane, it was Dylan Shepherd, and then the analyst and maybe the goalkeeper. That was our like main technical team. Urulani Mukwena works with technical team of. There was a time when they were celebrating with Rulani at the back, and the technical team alone was throwing Rulani in the air. I was like, why are there so many people up? And it was like, this is the technical team, Baba. They support each other, meaning good they know Rulani can't do this thing alone. This is a big team. They have to manage so many things. But anyway, in that I'm gonna make a video of how Chiefs has regressed over the years and how we've lost dominance as being a strong team. Yes, the only thing that Chiefs has now is saying Guti, we are powerful in terms of the number of supporters, but people are gonna start converting. We have to be honest. The more everyone likes a winner, and I'm going to say this statement, and a lot of you may not like it. Everyone likes a winner, and like a lot of people are gonna stop voting for the ANC. A lot of people are gonna stop being supporters for Kaizer Chiefs. Why? Because it's a choice, guys. Supporting is a choice. No one is forced. Whether whatever happens, like if someone here last year decided that they don't wanna be a Kaizer Chiefs supporter anymore, they wanna be a Sundown supporter. What are they doing? What did they do yesterday? They were celebrating the AFL. What was a Kaizer Chiefs person doing? Telling everyone, Guti, this is a Makufe Cup. This is a Maku. We go around saying nonsense things with our losing team. Losing habits make us just be. We have never been this negative of a team. We have an 8-year drought of no trophies. We don't even play good football. We don't even have the right players. Yeah, but you know what? It's the team we chose to support, and some of us are still gonna try. Not try. We're sticking it out till the end. But yeah, some people, I don't blame anyone for leaving. That is just the nature of it. People wanna back a winner, and if Chiefs is not a winner, yeah. Because look, Sundowns has 75 million. They got a Red Bull sponsor. They got that, I forgot that Rock Nation or whatever thing support. Sundowns has the sponsors that Chiefs used to have when Chiefs was dominating SA football. When SA football, we were like we got Abon Nike, Cup of Vodacom, we had sponsors for days, all sponsors wanted Chiefs. But today we have to deal with a lawnmower sponsor, and we have to deal with making our own Mazimba Chiefs, and then we have to deal with it's tough. And you know what's the sad part? I've said this last week. Jessica Mudang was there in the stadium for Sundowns, celebrating a team that is not Kaizer Chiefs. Ish, it's difficult, guys. Like now, Jessica, the only way Jessica can celebrate is with a team that is not her team. Jessica was at the stadium yesterday with Sundowns, celebrating with Sundowns. I want you guys to understand this. In the past 2 weeks, Jessica Motaung, in order to celebrate something, number one, she celebrated with the Springboks. Number two, she celebrated with that the AFCON title that came to the Chiefs village. Number three, she celebrates with Sundowns. That is all she can celebrate. Other people's victories, other teams' victories. She can't celebrate her own. And another thing I want to say, and this goes to the players, every time Kaizer Motaung does something or gets honored, we lose. When it's Kaizer Motaung's birthday, we lose. When it's Kaizer Chiefs' birthday, we lose. When Kaizer Motaung gets honored because gets his doctorate at the University of Cape Town, we lose. He gets honored into the SA Hall of Fame, the team loses. The team always loses when Kaizer Motaung achieves something. And that's why. But I want to wrap it up by saying this, guys. We all need Pitso, but Pitso the results we got in the last few days, even against Pirates, in my opinion, I feel like Pitso could have got those same exact results, having taken over Chiefs. Why? When Pitso came to Sundowns the first time, Pitso almost got Sundowns relegated. Sundowns was a number 15 team. They were still losing after Pitso took over. It was bad that time. Even the Sundowns fans were starting to throw bottles at Pitso, etc. because he was losing. He couldn't get what he wanted in the short space of time. But he had the players, but he just couldn't get them to. He had to do so much work, and it wasn't easy. And what I'm saying is that us at Kaizer Chiefs, we now expect. I've been hearing people saying Kevin Johnson is not good enough. Kevin Johnson is X. Kevin Johnson is Y. I was like, you see, this is the problem, guys. Kevin Johnson does not have time to do what you guys want. You have to give him time. And I'm not saying Kevin Johnson must be coach. And I'm not saying that. I want Pitso, or I want a top, high quality European coach who plays good football like Manchester City, etc. I don't want million jobs. Even Jose Mourinho, I would not want him because he doesn't play modern day football. Rulani will beat this Jose Mourinho's kind of football today. We need a coach who's going to develop a system that can work, and doesn't rely on the highest of quality of players, but if we always want high quality players. But yeah, Pitso is obviously for me, if I was Chiefs, I'd make Pitso my priority. But other than that, I want to say this. Even if Pitso comes, guys, don't expect miracles straight away. If Pitso were to come before the end of the season, I'll say this. Chiefs' best position of finishing in the end of this current season would be position number 5, or even if they do that well under Pitso, is position number 4. But I wouldn't see that happening. But 4 or 5, somewhere there, would be our best position, even with Pitso, because Pitso can't make our kind of players all of a second Sunday compete with Pirates and Sundowns and SuperSport and these teams that have been doing the right things over and over again, and we want to do the right things last minute. Tell me what you guys think. Like and subscribe.